to be able to take a step back and apply things like minimalism to not just how much I own, but how much I do. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time here. I didn't really plan what I was going to say before I turned on the camera, so I'm hoping that this turns out okay. Now, while you're watching this, I'll be on vacation. And as my vacation gets closer, most people, I think, would start getting really excited about their vacation and their trip that's coming up and all the things they're gonna do, and it's almost like they're mentally on vacation before they actually are on vacation, if that makes sense. If you have a better way to express that, you should put it in the comments, because that's the best I've got right now. But that's not happening for me. And honestly, I haven't even decided if I'm doing this as more of a therapy for me, or if I'm actually going to share this with you guys. But I'm not really excited about going on my trip right now. I know I will be, and I am looking forward to it. So I want to make that distinction right off the bat. I am looking forward to my vacation and the trip that I'm taking, but I'm not excited yet because I feel like I have so much to do and just not enough time to get it done. So as the day gets closer, rather than getting excited, I'm just getting stressed out. And I mean, I know that'll change the second I actually get on the plane. And I'll just be excited about landing and getting on with my vacation. But right now it almost feels like I can't leave because I have too much to do at work. And that's not healthy. I'm pretty sure that I'm hitting this point of just complete and utter burnout. And to put kind of everything into perspective here, for the past 2-3 months, I have been working overtime every single week. Which means my boss is getting really angry with me because we're not supposed to work overtime. And I'm not the only one on my team working overtime. So they're tired, they're stressed out. We are tired. Like, that's the long and the short of it. We're exhausted. And because we are exhausted, everything else seems like so much of a larger hurdle. It's not a 5-minute task to do the filing when you're completely drained and over it. It feels much more like a mountain than a molehill. Which sounds a little bit dramatic, but when you've hit that point of exhaustion and stressed out and just complete burnout, you just kind of start to question everything, and your life slowly starts to revolve around just work at one point. Because you're trying to get it done so that you can have that feeling of accomplishment, that you can relax. But it just doesn't come, because as you keep working harder, there are more and more things that need done. And I kind of really wanted to talk about this. I'm hitting this wall where I'm just like, well, my team needs me and I need to get all this stuff done before I leave, and I do not have enough time to get it done. Can I even afford this vacation? Suddenly, thinking about how I was deciding whether or not I could afford to take this vacation, it was kind of a light bulb moment where I felt like I needed to take this vacation. And even though there's that little voice in my head that's starting to realize that what I'm feeling is a combination of burnout and stress, most of me is still sitting here going, well, I actually have my cell phone right in front of me on ringer, and I'm just really hoping no one messages me. Because I'm waiting for work calls, and I have a conference call in less than an hour, and I'm working another 12-hour day today, the day that I'm filming this. And I'm sorry my voice is probably garbage, but I'm exhausted and I'm stressed out, and I'm weirdly getting really emotional about this. But I guess my big point here is that I need to be able to take a step back and apply things like minimalism to not just how much I own, but how much I do. Because burnout is a real thing, and it doesn't wait until you're older. And it doesn't decide that it can't happen to you. And I work really, really hard on my job. And I'm thrilled that my team doesn't look like they're hitting the wall that I'm hitting. Now, it could just be that they're better at hiding it. But based on the conversations that I've had with my super exhausted team, what's happening here is that they're putting in a lot of work and consoling themselves with the fact that I am too. I am not asking them to do anything that I am not doing. And the big difference that one of my teammates and I came up with when we were talking about this yesterday is just gratitude. Which is another big concept in minimalism. And I think it's kind of funny that all of this is sort of linked together. But the big difference for them is that they have each been able to take little breaks. And through every stage of this process that my team has had to go through, there was a lot of gratitude for them and the effort that they put in. So it made it easier to go to bed and really feel like they were appreciated. And all of the work that they've been putting in is appreciated, it is noticed, and it is making a huge difference. And I don't get that. And I'm not going to go into too many details about that. But one of the big differences is that as it stands in this moment, everyone on my team, they're my staff. Like, they report to me, they don't have to deal with anybody else. I would do anything for these people. They work very, very hard for me, and I know that. And they do the best that they can. They ask me for help when they need it. And it works well for us. I appreciate them. I know what they are worth. And they are very good at their jobs. I mean, some days are better than others, but I mean, obviously, everyone is like that. But because of what's occurred, our reporting structure has changed, and I no longer report to who I used to report to. I have a new boss for the time being. And it has made my life a lot harder. Which is kind of why I feel uncomfortable, and I'm not sure if I'll even post this. Maybe I will, and I'll just cut out these details. Everybody has a different style of communication, in a way that they enjoy being spoken to and about. I am going to take something differently based on your word choices. So while some word choices to you seem irrelevant or arbitrary, they actually matter a lot to the person you're saying them to. My new boss and I, however, communicate very, very differently. And intentional or not, and I choose to believe that it is unintentional. My team puts in a lot of work, and I can show them gratitude for it. But our new boss does not. And 90% of his communication with me is about how I am not working hard enough and not doing a good enough job, and neither is my team. If we are hitting our targets and occasionally exceeding them, you would think that we'd sometimes get a break or get some help. Not so much. I need this vacation. My brain is completely fried. And it all kind of rolls into minimalism and gratitude. I am very, very grateful for my team, and it's because of my team I'm even able to take this vacation. But I wish I was shown a little more gratitude, which sounds very selfish when I say it that way, but I'm hoping the world of the internet and you guys really just understand what I mean. But more importantly, I need to try and figure out a way where I can minimize the amount of workload that I do at, well, work. A little bit. Because as it stands, I'm doing 3 full-time jobs at the same time in my one place of work, which I'm sure you can guess would be exhausting. I really, really want to take a nap. But I have a conference call in 20 minutes, and then I have to go work a 12-hour day. So, I'm really, really looking forward to my vacation. I guess here's also where I tell you that I do like my job. I really do. It's not perfect, and I don't like it all the time. But I like it the majority of the time. And it's just more difficult right now because we're all exhausted and stressed out. And yeah. If you have any ideas on how to kind of lighten the workload or just kind of handle it when you're hitting the burnout wall, leave me a comment, let me know, because it's a little bit unbearable. And if you'd like to, you can follow me on Twitter or on Instagram, and I'll put the links to that down in the description box below. I'm hoping to post a couple photos of my trip so you get to see a bit of an inside look before I actually get to post anything on YouTube. Alright, actually going to work now. Bye.